viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, let's have a look at the headlines. Two-day precursor event of the 4th edition of Space Economy Leaders Meeting begins in Shillong. Space technology has played a huge role in the social and economic decision-making of the government, says Conrad K. Sangma. Shillong will play an important part in the development of space technology in Northeast, says G20 Sherpa Amitabh Kant. And Meghalaya government assures of having detailed discussion on roster system. And now for the news in detail. The two-day precursor event of the 4th edition of the Space Economy Leaders Meeting began at Courtyard Marriott Hotel here on Monday. G20 Sherpa Amitabh Kant, Union Minister of State for Finance Pankaj Chaudhary and Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma graced the inaugural function. Union Minister of State in charge Prime Minister Office Dr. Jitendra Singh also felicitated int absentia during the inaugural function. The meeting is aimed at creating awareness on latest trends in contribution of space to the global economy among the high-level diplomats of G20 and invited countries, and also to brief them on the SELM event to be organized at Bengaluru in July 2023. The government of Meghalaya will also showcase its rich cultural heritage. The delegates will also have an opportunity to explore the natural beauty of Shillong and Meghalaya as part of the event. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma has said that space technology has played a huge role when it comes to the overall social and economic decision-making of the state government. While speaking during the inaugural session of the precursor event of the 4th edition of Space Economy Leaders Meeting, Sangma said that the state government, in collaboration with NESAC, has been able to use space technology to identify and prepare policies to take stock of the flood conditions in a more effective and better manner. According to him, space technology has already helped in the issue of flood control to handle in a scientific manner. Chief Minister also said that space technology has helped the government to identify all the areas under forest covers, how to deal with the problem of climate change. He further stated that he is sure that the name of Shillong will echo in the future when we will recall all these foundations and policies that have started here in Shillong.
Delivered at the grassroots level has been going on for the past 3 to 4 years, and we continue to work with University of Berkeley to ensure that the villages can become smart. It's not about just the smart city or the smart town, but we feel that basic technology can really improve the overall education and health services and other social services at the grassroots level. We are also working with France on projects related to different women's self-help groups, where we are working with different fabrics, different aspects of textile, and ensuring that the natural fibers that we have in our state can then be globally used so that the different self-help groups of women in different villages can get a better market base for the products that they're making.
G20 Sherpa Amitabh Kant on Monday said that Shillong will play an important part in the development of space technology in the northeastern region with the presence of a space center here. Talking to reporters on the sideline of precursor event of the 4th edition of the Space Economy Leaders Meeting at Courtyard Marriott Hotel, Kant said that the center has come up with the policy framework which will give a massive impetus for the startups to drive the space sectors in India. According to him, 500 startups have registered in the space sector, adding that they are ready to give full support to allow the Indian startups to lead the space sector in the country.
In terms of manufacturing, in terms of launches, there are over 500 startups who registered within space, and I think you will see a massive impetus to startups in India, because the policy framework now has been developed and created for the startups to drive the space sector in India. We are here to assist and support them. Both NSIL and InSpace are here to fully handhold them.
Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma today said that the government is working and discussing on the roster system. Speaking to media persons, he said that when the government tries to resolve the issue, it will take all stakeholders on board, informing that an internal meeting will be held within this month. He added that the government would also have consultations on the matter with political parties. Meanwhile, he also said that discussions are on about PDF merging with NPP. He also informed that the second phase of both the talks between Assam and Meghalaya will take place in the month of May.
We need to take all stakeholders on board, and hence the process of discussion and consultation will start. We will be soon calling the meeting. Within this week itself, we'll be having an internal meeting of the government, and it will take some time for us to go through all the documentation paper, the court orders, the proper interpretation of all of that. And after the discussion takes place, we will expand it further to political parties, then we'll further expand it to stakeholders, and then after taking everybody on board, then we will figure out how we should move.
The Voice of the People Party VPP today held its first of its 3 public rallies at Madanhe Maulai Maudadbaki. The party organized this rally to provide proper and correct perspective to the public on the implementation of the roster system. Addressing the gathering during the public meeting, VPP President Arden M. Basaimoit made it clear that they are not against any indigenous tribe who are part and parcel of the state, but they want the government to put the implementation of the roster system on hold till the time the present reservation policy is reviewed. He also suggested the state government to constitute a committee comprising of experts and leaders from the Khasi and Garo communities to deliberate on the discrepancies in the present reservation policy. West Giant Hills District recently witnessed Himalayan griffon vulture birds flocking at Demthring village roadside, which is usually a place for butchered animals, poultry. According to the Wildlife Department, these birds are known to travel from one place to another as per the season. Last Saturday, around 66 Himalayan vultures birds were spotted in this place. Quite a number of people are also coming to the place to see these birds. Meanwhile, the department will continue to assign forest guards to protect these birds until they leave the place. And now let's have a look at the weather report. Maximum temperature 28.9 degrees Celsius, minimum temperature 18.6 degrees Celsius, relative humidity in the morning 45% and in the evening 25%. Forecast light rain is very likely to occur at isolated places. A news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DT News Shillong YouTube channel to tune into our daily bulletin. And now for the headlines once again. Two-day precursor event of the 4th edition of Space Economy Leaders Meeting begins in Shillong. Space technology has played a huge role in the social and economic decision-making of the government, says Conrad K. Sangma. Shillong will play an important part in the development of space technology in Northeast, says G20 Sherpa Amitabh Kant. And Meghalaya government assures of having detailed discussions on roster system. Well, that's all we have for you in today's edition of the news. Do tune in tomorrow at the same time and same channel. Have a good night.